local recording. Oh wow. Still at Industrial 7. The Too Hard Dead on. Starting with the happy music. So Zinnemann is going his separate ways now, and Otto is like, you know, for a Zeon dude, you ain't so bad. But he's like, I learned from you, like I learned how Zeon fight. And Zinnemann's like, yeah, like it was pretty good, but we're probably never gonna fight ever again, right? Like that war's over and done with, so you know. But thanks for your hospitality, and he's glad that Marida's alive, and he's like, you better look after her. But Zinnemann's gonna they salute each other, sort of thing. What are you doing, Audrey? It's like I'm fucking staying. Stop calling me Audrey. But yeah, Zinnemann is gonna stay as with Minerva as a lieutenant aboard Celestial Being, which means it's up to everybody else to throw down on the front lines. And Shira's like, come on, raised you alright, didn't he, Minerva? But Minerva's gonna work with Relina to make Neo Zeon sit the fuck down and shut up now that Full Frontal's gone. Yeah, and Char's like, I can leave him on with you, and she's like, no, I think you need him more than I do. But she's gonna see like her duty as a Zabier and sorting Zeon out to the end. And Nigel like, and I'll come back to you, Audrey. And Sosuke has a sort of romantic thing with Kaname. She beats the shit out of him with the fan, as usual. Yeah, he's like, well, I'm off to fight, and then she's like, that's your idea of romantic? Smashes him, like the first word there is the romantic. So she's like, that's what you call romantic? Smash! And he's like, good to be back. And then Tessa's like, okay, see ya. And Kanoe's like, I've lost all the whispered stuff, like it's all going out the other ear, so to say. But Tessa has been attuned to the whispered side of things for a lot longer. So she's like, everything's been whispered to her so far, like all the special super genius knowledge, she's keeping that. So she's probably going to be like continue to be the best engineer in the world, but you know. And that's why she's going to stay with Celestial Being and try and sort that out. And we're going to go back into the atmosphere, and she's a submarine. She's got a little research project in mind, and she's going to use Celestial Being's extensive lab stuff, but she's got an idea that came to her while Chidori was being held captive. And Leonard left behind something that sort of crystallized it. But that, with a little knowledge from Noriko, might just save mankind just yet. Meanwhile, in the Eurasia Central Base, Sardis is like, whew! This Earth has been subject to Sidereal rule ever since its inhabitants made it to space, just like our one. And Darren is like, yeah, just this one galaxy has over 20 Earth-like planets in it. And Shikoku says that she can't recall another occasion when Sidereal's regulation of evolution actually got revealed. Like, this is the first time as far as she knows. Whether or not the populace in question was subject to Sidereal actually directly running their lives. And Darren is like, yeah, someone fucked up. And he says, what's even more amazing is the revelation has seemed to increase the Earthlings' morale, because, I mean, we're nothing if not stubborn and stupid, right? But Sidereal are losing ground, and they have been for like a really long time. And the South American Central Base has fallen to the Resistance assault, and Shikoku thinks this is the product of ignorance of the menace that Sidereal... She's like, they're real mad, but I don't think they understand the severity of the situation they're in. And Sidereal's like, no, I think they know how strong we were, because the invasion, like, they got crushed pretty quick. I think they're just real spicy. He says, he must, like, they must understand, like, at least as a child knows that 100, yeah, he's like, even a child knows that $100 and $1 million are both, like, are pretty good, but are different. But it basically comes down to Earth, like, the Earthlings have a singularly indomitable spirit, and we have a, like, attendant faith in to have each, like, in each other and in our future, and that's what made Sidereal interested in him in the first place. And Shikoku says, ah, yes, and Z-Blue epitomise Earthling strengths, like, the most, really. And Darren says, that makes things real simple. If we blow up Z-Blue, the Earthlings will go, oh no! And then problem solved. And once the origin lore extraction system is finished, then any threat posed by the Earthlings will be over. Just like the planet Gemini, where they murdered everyone except Gadlight and Analoda. And then Sidereal says, yeah, but will the warriors of Z-Blue like become, like, join Sidereal like the last remaining people of Gemini were? Or, like, will they share the fate of the Hyades and Kishuku, which is Dabra and his Hyades guy, like a Luna, and Kishuku is what Shiku and Shikoku. It's like what their people are called. And Dabra, and he's like, what do you think? And then Sidereal just says, I think you're fucking shit. And he says, like a Luna, he goes to whatever battle gives him the biggest rush. And Sidereal provide that more than anything else. Like, they don't really serve Sidereal. They go where the most fighting is, and, you know, that's the most fighting. And Sidereal says, are you saying that you'd forgive the Sidereal for killing your former leader on that basis? And Dabaran gets real angry and is like, Luna makes all this. Yeah, he's like, I leave such decisions up to Lady Luna. And Sidereal's like, oh, well, that says it all, doesn't it? And then what about Shikoku? And she says, where Sidereal go, there's fighting. Where there's fighting, there's death. And the Kishuku's mission is to guide souls to heaven. So why not hang around where there's the most souls in need of sending there? And Sidereal's like, don't you mind that most of your species have been eradicated? And she's like, I should ask you the same thing, Sidereal. And he says, well, I wasn't scouted as part of a larger outfit or nothing. And he's like, not really much. You know, classic story, homeworld destroyed, put in charge of the operation to steal the hateful Desert Scorpion, huge explosion, second in command to that sphere. You know, classic. Tale told 1,000 times before. And then Darren is like, wait, you were in charge of stealing the thing? You were going to be a reactor? He's like, yep, I was in the running for it. And he said, just like Barbiel, I lost friends and family, and my whole planet got blowed up. And that makes a man more than a little hateful, but you just couldn't keep the hate going. And Darren says, like Gadlight me on Sam, he fucked it too. And he says, and Sidereal says, yeah, and it's the fact that Gadlight has turned traitor that's really got me wondering about everybody else involved in this deal, especially because like everybody's backgrounds on this is pretty similar. But in the end, Sidereal just says, got no choice really, we just got to do what the best we can and be satisfied with our current position. So, gotta bust our butt to keep Wrath Babylon safe. But he does have a plan for Z-Blue. Howdy Gosmo, how you doing? And this is scenario 47, it's a final battle or something. Let me find out. Into the World Battle. So, this is a joint operation by the three branches of the Gaia Kingdom's army, and it's quite the sight. But Sidereal's like, all for nothing if we don't win, though. But Dabran doesn't have defeat in his dictionary. And he's like, wow, I guess, yeah, he's like, Hyades don't have a word for defeat, huh? Pretty good. Useful when Z Blue are coming. And he promises Shikoku victory. And then Sidereal is like, oh, is it really a good idea to offer promises to anyone other than a Luna? And he says, Shikoku is Shiku's younger sister after all. And then Darren's like, I want sister. He's like, yep, that's right. He's like, what? So he's like, oh, he's gonna beat you up when he's heard you say things to his sister. But this base is a crucial thing, and unfortunately we're here and we're gonna fuck it all up. Classic style. Wow, all 3 branches are here. Thanks, Kay. Darren's like, you're going down, Z Blue. And Simon's like, we're just gonna bust through Sidereal. Have you not seen everything we've ever done apart from that one time where we got wrecked? But otherwise, we've been pretty good. Char says this is an important stepping stone to Wrath Babylon, and no matter how formidable these guys are, we've got to bust through to this, through this central base. And it's like, yeah, we got this. Susanne doesn't quite go, sorry that I told you I loved you, Hibiki, but she says she wants him to save his response for after the greetings. She's like, maybe when the Green Earth and the Blue Earth are both appear, maybe then you can answer me either way. I mean, you know, and he's like, and then she says, unless you don't think we're gonna win. And he's like, yeah, right, Susanne, don't worry, of course we're gonna win. Central base is gonna be easy. And Hibiki says, maybe Sardius' little chat is like, given like it was good for his side's morale, but I mean, we're pretty good at getting pretty pumped too, right? So there's the resistance fighters fighting elsewhere, like so not appearing in this stage. But let's give them something to cheer for, shall we? Kurt's like, ooh mama, I want to kiss that lady in their cockpit. And I was like, shut the fuck up, we're busy saving the Earth, you idiot. But let's go. Let's give him the old knockout punch. Fucking no. Bring it, Steve Blue. So he's like, let's go, it's fine. SR point is within 5 turns, clear the map, achieve tactical combo max, have 1 pilot defeat 5 enemies, and defeat 16 enemies. Which, I mean, that's doable. I mean, if ever there was a doable one, it's that. The choice here, Camille and Amuro, or Char and Kess. Let's do Char and Kess because he's gonna zoom up.
Try again!
Howdy, Redmonger, how you doing? I've seen Code Hardcore. No, I've never even heard of that shit, but it sounds rude as hell. Oh, I should probably... Power of the tiny lady. Oh yeah, they can fly. I forgot that she can fly. That's fucked up, right? But it's okay, they can run around on the ground, that's good too. And now... I'm not sure that Marina can actually like take them out. Wow. But now we're going to have a really shit time. This is the shit time stage. Perfect. Copy this link. Later. Yeah, I didn't think she was going to be buff enough to do the 11k. Gunbuster's more than just a machine. I need no friend, how you doing? They're just like, no! NTD! Rudy has proven that he can't deal with this shit. He can't handle the Banshee, so he's got to sit in the not so good Yakdoga. That dude fucking died. They both died, they're dead. I mean, they were both... Actually, only one of them's a drone, right? Yeah, okay, so one of them's a dude who's dead now. He died. They're fine. Look, you're right, Noriko didn't aim for the cockpit. Unfortunately, cuts right through that shit anyway. Cutscene time. So his goes like, uh-oh, incoming, bad news. The actual reactors show up. What the hell are those two jerks doing here? Oh, they're a bunch of... I guess... Right, here they are. Everyone's like, what the hell are they up to? And Shiku says, well, they're not here to fight. And Barrio says, hey, this is a little secret that the central base has got with a little origin lore, huh? And Luna says, let's use, we're gonna use some of our spheres and show you some slick shit you can do. And... oh no. They use their thing on the Origin Lord Extractor in the base, and Luna said at one point that this is all the better to make a more magnificent battle. And boom, everyone feels like they're fucking dying. What's up, Chamber? And Chamber's like, I think what's happened is that we've been put into a tiny pocket dimension whose physical laws only allow us to operate at half strength. All because of dimensional energy. And Luna's like, yep, make a much better fight, much more fair. And Barbio's like, yep, can only handle half of your strength in this one. But Chrono, and Luna's like, what, like, I mean... And Luna basically says she's not, like, she doesn't like using this tactic, she'd rather just go at us, like, mano a mano. But we did sort of kick over the ant's nest when we exposed Sidereal and what they've done to human evolution and progress. Zero is like, why the hell do you care so much about keeping that a secret? And if it was just a simple question of halting human evolution, Sidereal got more than enough to just do it by brute force. And Luna says it's an issue of official policy versus actual intent. But the other sphere reactors won't say much more. Except Astralis has gotten pretty serious. Barbiel's like, oh yeah, Umbriel, knew you were trash. But Shiku is like, leave it to Yushikoku. Saris is like, hey Lord Barbiel, you gonna leave this one to me? He's like, yeah, do whatever the fuck you want. Alright. And then Luna says that Australis wants Dabran to do his best. He's like, oh, Roger. And then she says, oh yeah, by the way, love ya. And then he leaves. And it's like, oh Jesus, wind them up and watch him go. But now he's like, now I must deliver victory to Lady Eluna. Let's go. It's like, this guy, it's all he ever wanted. So the power of a sphere, they fucked us up with dimensional energy. This is gonna be garbage. And Ryoma is like, dang, this wasn't even like, even the Banshee wasn't like this. But Crow, Setsuko and Rand like, we don't know how to use our spheres well enough to counter this. But if you can't even beat Sidereal's B team, then we definitely can't beat like their A game. So Guy tells everyone not to lose hope, because a huge power's incoming, and Simon's like, sounds good, and then Hibiki internally there is like, this is not the manifestation of a god's power. But yeah, now everybody's stats are halved, so now Noriko is like a fucking regular person. Far is now on stat level like equivalent with like Far, whereas everybody else is like, oh, oh. Really back. He was just only there in the cutscenes for briefly, because Rand leads that squad. So yeah, so now Noriko's as strong as Far, but I mean, what are you gonna do, eh? Miss an enemy apparently. Oh no, she got him. She got him. Turns out even Far can't deal with those guys at full strength. Okay, and then let's get Rowdy. The legendary Gundam. Ooh. Well, he used the shield. Unfortunately, that's what happens when you've got 100 defense. Oh no, it's all gone wrong. NTD. And I don't actually want to purge the armor because then he loses the shield, and he needs the shield right now. This is not a good time. Look at you shit stuff up your game. He really does, doesn't he? Put the power of my sphere into this attack, and did alright. I think everybody's still doing like just over half, which means we should still get him on the counter attack. So we're alright, it just means it's gonna really suck when we get shot. Okay, well, he sucks. So she did because she's got loads of support attack, but these other clowns not so hot, unfortunately. That should help these guys though. So fast. I still have no idea why she's got that move, why she's got only take a quarter damage, but it might do alright. Oh, such a always hell yeah. I'm a pilot too! Fucking far. Far's like, cool! I'm as strong as Noriko now! Oh shit, I'm not. Sorry everybody. Whoops. Whoopsie doodle. So this is... Go. Oh, and Moon Dwellers they've made another Fury guy. And apparently his name is Sordes. As in Sordes, as in like, is that so? Like Sordesune, is that so? And Sordes is like, so it seems. So his name is basically just, that's it. And people are not expecting that to go down well in the translation because he's fucking stupid. Shit, I can't believe I've actually got to use... spirits. Howdy Snowclinger, how you doing? In this stage, we're fighting all of the sub-commanders, all the subordinates of the actual powerful bad guys. And then the actual powerful bad guys showed up, did some magic bullshit, and now all of our stats are halved and we're all upset. My flames will burn you down. These guys over here. Now on the line. Transform, so he's got the shield. It's a full English script, Taisuru. Like all of it is gonna be translated. Menus, story, subtitles for being in battles. All of it. We don't know how good it's gonna be, but so I'm extremely excited. I worked out my budgeting and I should be able to buy a PS4 like right now, pretty much. And I've made a Singapore account ready to buy it on launch day.
1対1なら任せておくたまえ。この光受けていただこう。
Yeah, like the in the preview videos for Moon Dwellers, there's been a couple of lines that they've translated like a bit weirdly, like even I can tell in my limited anime. But it's close enough that it gets it across. And then the story, like we haven't seen any of the story written yet. But I'm sure it will be decipherable at least.
こんなもんを正面から受け止める。
You know what? Might as well have the dude who's gonna defend everybody hang out in front. These fucking idiots, look how slow they are. And then Mikono, Yunaha. These guys like, yeah, we're 200 stats behind Naruto. Whoopsie doodle. I am going to do that because I don't want them to get blown up. It's pretty much where I'm at on those guys. I'm gonna be honest, Marita. You don't need to defend Gunbuster, but I'm gonna allow it anyway so you can learn a lesson. Pretty cool, Tenkos. That sounds like a good time, we should go to tallest bonfire.
聞いてないわよ。
自慢のパワーがどれほどか試してやる。
聞いてないわよ。
Useless.
向こうから来てくれたのなら。
The
はい。返り討ちにしてやります。
yeah, like one of the lines that makes me think that the translation's not going to be brilliant was one thing where it was like, oh, if you just like the writers clearly didn't have the context for this line, so they sort of fucked it. The power of the crab stick. You are now entering the age of fatso. Hello, this is Helmet speaking. Dr. Hell is also fucking ripped in Mazinger Zero. Like, holy shit. You just not bust the missile and just use your infinite energy instead, Naruto. Just because it's a custom-made machine doesn't mean it's good. No, you're right. Barrier holding.
特訓の成果を見せる時が来たわね。もう逃がさないから。バスタービーム。
He's dead now. Biosensor, good. A miracle has occurred, which we're now gonna waste, unfortunately, but I mean, what can you do, eh? Yeah, MNeidengard, no good. That's cool. They're just gonna use the cool robot and have a good time. Look at this shit, she's getting the numbers she was getting before, but with the special moves. This is bullshit. I hate this thing they've done to us. So Side is like, oh well, I hope seeing you guys lose will make the rest of the Earthlings pretty miserable too. And we're like, this fucking dude. But Randy's like, alright dude, we're still gonna beat you, don't worry about it. So he's like, oh, you guys are still, whew. And Randy's basically like, I can't believe you're not confronting us face to face, fighting us like a man. And Sonic's like, yeah, I'm more into easy victories. So check this out. So he summons some nerds. They're headed for Shit Dragon. Watch out, go! On it! Uh-oh. Can't shake them. But then they get blown up. What the? Huh? Is that? Vergola 1 and 2? It's Denzel. And Tony. Toby. He's Toby. Toby and Denzel. Like, Chief! Toby, what are you doing here? Uh-oh. They're still coming in. Don't worry about it. The Pearl Nail? Marguerite? One and same. And he's like, wait, and that's the Chaos Capra! And it's Xena. He's like, howdy folks. I've been here for some time. She's like, yep, ex-Chimera Squadron member. He's like, ooh, wow. And yeah, there's Kay's like, ooh, Sheena Esto. Is her name Esto? I think her name's Sheena. No, Espio. She's Xena Espio. He said, or should I say, Queen? And there's like, wait, you mean like Chrono Queen? Wait, the Chimera lady? What? He's like, yeah, it's me. That's me. And Kay's like, I only recently figured it out, but you know. Chief, Toby, Xena, Marguerite. Or it's like, that doesn't seem like that's all there is though. And he's like, so what? 4 reinforcements. Like, yeah, but we've got more. Sardius not impressed with the new toy. Darren is like, so you got a new battleship, the Hyades. Plura doesn't have firepower for shit compared to mine. Ty then says there's more to life than the size of your main cannon. And she shoots a thing at the thing that's making everybody feel bad. And suddenly nobody's feeling bad no more. We reverse the effect, and Tri says, yeah, so this is a Solarian. It's a battleship which is basically made for manipulating the laws of physics. And It's a nice little system, and currently we're just gonna twist the little laws of karma and bring them back. And she says it's a long-run experiment that she and Earth's Finest Minds have been running, and with Kay's help, finally done. Yeah, and then she mentions the 21st Century Security Company and basically everybody. And she got it all that, like, you celestial being helped too, and this is the product of human ingenuity. The Solarian. It's sphere power? And AG's like, no, not quite, Mickey. AG! He's like, yep, it's me, I'm back. Sorry for not being there. And anyway, it's powered by Z crystals. There's the Z crystal. Let's go, Lady Trier. And Trier says, looks like the United Thoughts of Z Blue are more than enough to undo whatever Sidereal reactors did. Everyone feels good again. Nothing Adam feeling good. Such power! And he says, yeah, the Solarian has got this, like, think of it as like, the Solarian in its control system is a battery for living energy, and basically figured out how to plug into all of that Z crystal bullshit, and it's taken over since Z2 to finish. Darren is mad as hell, so it's like, whoo, Darren, this isn't looking good. And Darren's like, no, it's fine, this just means that it's back to a level playing field, we still win. And then AG says, Denzel-sama, Toby-sama, Marguerite-sama, Xena-sama, Solarian, we're all here. Roger, we're getting in, they're gonna get in the thing now, so they get back in. And then Trier and AG explain how the different abilities that Solarian has depends on how much you've upgraded the Z Crystal, and we got it to max, so it's got all of the moves. And AG's like, ugh. And but let's go, everybody. And I think that means we're set now. Toby and Denzel did die, but then at the end of Z1 you get the good ending. Setsuko sees, like, looks through a window to another dimension and sees, like, Toby and Denzel, like, dead that dimension. She's like, oh, that's good that they're still alive somewhere. I mean, they're not actually my friends, which is still pretty sad, but I mean, they're still there, they're still cool. And they've basically just lived between dimensions until now. Full attack, full attack! Rifle bit ready, rifle bit ready! But all of our reels should be back to 0% chance of getting hit by anybody other than the bosses. Our current genuine form is Genuine Guy, which is the second form. And the next form will be Geminian Ray, as in 0.
人々を支配から解放するためにカーバーのスフィアの力で
Fortunately, even back up to regular stats, Setsuko and are really fucking this one.
動きは最小限にするんだ。新地球効果、ここで食い止めるんだ。強い。
Yeah, Dominion Ray's got a lot going on. It's real busy. Real busy. Oh! I gotta find a... We gotta look at Crow. We gotta look at the Brasta. How dare you! Oh good, the crabs aren't getting involved. They don't want to fuck with this right now. Like, Genuine Guy does look like a thing Genuine could turn into. Like, Genuine always had the swords, and now it's got the sword sticking out as wings. It's like, you can see where the different armor plates have come from and changed around. And then Dominion Ray is just, it's a lot of shit everywhere. Nigel basically just went, then like, like someone shitty and green like you, it'd never touch me, and then, I mean, they didn't, so you worked out for him. You got him, Darren. You got him. And here's the Solarian, which continues Strive's fox motif, where it's got a big fox's head on it. It's drawn at a good angle. Doesn't have much for moves, but it does get a new move later. And it can do extra morale to anyone within 5 squares, but everyone's full. It can fill someone's tension gauge to max, but everyone's got max tension. This one is teleport, where you just teleport so anybody anywhere on the map to within around Solarion. This is go again if you've used your movement, and that's full miracle. What the fuck is this one though? Oh, the combo gauge never drops. That's right. It's something combi. Yeah, so the combo gauge never goes down, which I mean, alright. But let's find. Where's Crow? Crow's here, right? Because someone translated one of the different art books. Just here and here are the Brasta's eyes, but originally the Brasta's eyes were meant to be like over here, like where its ears are. It was just meant to have like a big head like a hammerhead shark, and then someone decided that looked silly. And I mean, I don't think they were wrong. But yes, they changed it back. Like they put eyes in a regular place. Wait, Super?